Hello and welcome back to Derail Valley Simulator. Thank you very much for joining me in today's video. Last time out, I got the license for a new locomotive, the DM4 diesel hydraulic locomotive, I guess? Is that what it is? DM4 diesel motor? I have no idea. All I know is that it's bigger, it takes longer to slow down, it is quite a lot faster to pick up, obviously with the extra torque and the extra power. It has an inline 8 diesel engine. It has a dynamic brake, which I have no idea how to use. Last time I used a dynamic brake was in Train Simulator about probably 15 years ago, maybe. No, actually I might have used it at some other point. And at that point I can guarantee you I had no idea how to use it. I just thought it made a very interesting noise. And yes, I now have, after pottering around the harbour and town a little bit, trying to get used to this locomotive, I now have a job to do. And that is going to be, finally, after an episode and a bit of saying this, taking this over to the Iron Mine East. So that is going to be today's mission, as well, through the night and perhaps into the next day. All I need to do is pop this into the job, whatever it's called, validator. Is that what it's called? A job validator? I have to pop it into that and then get straight on with it. It says 88 minutes. My plan is to get it done in half an hour. So make sure you stay tuned and then keep the time for as soon as I put this in, I'm going to try and do this within half an hour. Let's get started. Okay, here we are, and I have everything that I need for this. Here we go. The timer has started. I hope the timer started. Yep, the timer has started. So, we are running into things. I did not mean to press that either. We are running into all sorts of things. First thing I'm going to do is try and take the handbrake off. Probably this one. No, it's not on that one. Which one's got the handbrake? It's probably at the front. Yep, there we go. Take the handbrake off that. Okay. Secondly, couple this up. That's now coupled. Connect this. Open that. Oh, it's doing something. Brakes are all, yep, everything is going. This has been set. I have set the route map, but I have no idea whether or not it is going to work exactly the way I want it to work, because obviously I've never done this before. Let's go front headlamps on, rear headlamps on, cab light just for this lighting. It's still putting brakes in. That must have been the dynamic, that noise, because that's what it sounded like. Let's get going. Okay, we are underway. Quick toot to the horn. Where's the horn? It's here somewhere. And let's just also, before I can, let's just take a photo, or before I forget. Let's take a photo of this leaving with my brand new locomotive. I say brand new. Again, I'm just going to point out, as I did last time, I'm borrowing it. It's just being borrowed. Nothing more. Can I go back into, yep. So how much power can I put into this? Apparently quite a lot. Oh, okay. Just trying to work out everything over here as we go. So 400 RPM, plenty of oil, plenty of fuel, plenty of sand. I think we can just go. Now my concern is I'm going to miss the speed limits because I do not know this section of the map. So the way that, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to, let's peel out here at 20 or 25. Let's do that until I am clear of where I need to be. So we are going through all of this. We're going to turn along here, go along there, around there, then we're going to go through this bit. That bit concerns me a little, along this area. So just staying out, not all the way out to the far east side, but fairly east, not going anywhere, not the far east route, but not quite the middle route either, and then over to the iron mine east. When we get closer to that, I'll try and figure out what we are doing. I'll be honest, these ones, the light cone is a little bit, it's a little bit problematic in my opinion. In fact, let me figure out exactly where this is supposed to go, just in case it's not going where I think it's going. Oil temp is fine. Iron ore mine east. Yeah, that is where I'm headed, right? IME, yes. C4I. Okay, C4I. Maybe, just maybe, I can pick this up. And I learnt this the other day. Just click that. Never knew. So we come in through there. We're going that way. Okay. Well, that's bad. Oh, well this locomotive is a bit pants. Doesn't exactly, mind you, this could be a very steep uphill, but I was expecting this to be able to take this without any issues. Well, that's a bit unfortunate. That's really unfortunate. Oh, I'm certainly not all too pleased with that. At least it has a nice warning. Right, so as I said, we're going to go this way, then we are going to go that way, and then it's C4I, I think it said. Oh, and I've got a service right there, so I can always try and do the service afterwards. So we'll go C, that way, and then, so it's that's C4I, that works for me, and then after that I can just drop the train. I can validate the job, get the money, and then after that I can go ahead and service the train or service the locomotive and make sure I spend even less money. I guess this is fairly steep uphill. It was a fairly steep downhill. I do remember I was on the brakes all the way downhill, so I suppose this locomotive is managing. In fact, now it is starting to pick up speed, so perhaps I was a little too harsh on it. I'm sorry, locomotive. I'm not really. It's a locomotive. It's inanimate. There we go. Can we now start picking up a little bit more speed? I think we can. Do I have something wrong here? I'm not like doing something completely incorrectly, am I? I certainly hope not. Now, why is that? Is that main reservoir supposed to be fully? Is that supposed to be all the way up at 8? I feel like I'm struggling in a way I should not be. Okay, so this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to I'm actually going to do this. I'm going to go check. I'm concerned that I've done something very, very wrong here. These are open. In fact, if I stand here, make sure that all of these are... That's down. Next one. That is not on. This is a really silly place to be doing this. That is not on. 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 There's no squealing or anything. And that is not on. So what is going on here? Why is this locomotive struggling so much? What have I done wrong? It's not this. No, definitely not that. Okay, well, I guess my half an hour run has gone out the window because, well, I'm just there. That is not good. 40 minutes, maybe. Wait a minute. I'm able to put a little bit more power in, but not much. Oh, this is a disappointing. This is a disappointing locomotive. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. We're getting somewhere. Maybe I have to very slowly ease up the power. I'll take it back. I'll certainly take it back. Here we go. Maybe it was just the hill. Perhaps it was just the fact that that hill was just a little bit too steep. A 1.9 gradient, plus 1.9 gradient, 70 kilometers per hour, which is 70 kilometers per hour. Hold on, that is 43 miles per hour, something like that. Okay, yes. Comes up a gradient, it's gone. The locomotive's just gone. It's unable to do this. Is this just far too heavy? 360 tons. What does it say this can do? 600 tons on a 2% gradient. Why are you struggling? So 360 plus the mass of the locomotive, let's say laden with fuel, 77.5 tons. 77.5 plus exactly 360 gives us 435.5 tons. 435.5 tons. Why are you struggling? This is disappointing. I'm not going to get there in time. Well, no. I shall get there in time, I just won't get there with this. So I guess I've got to take things still below 300 tons in this sort of route. Maybe this is just too mountainous for it. Uphill, perhaps downhill is fine. Or in this direction, maybe. Obviously, I know there was a lot of downhill. So, how much of this is going to go into... How much of that 38,000 is going to go into me paying for damage on this locomotive? Wait for the do-do. There it is. I do like the look of this locomotive, though, inside. Definitely. Plus 1.8. Right, we're going to struggle again. Definitely going to struggle again. That's not what I meant to press. That's the one. Oh no, it looks terrible. Well, I say that. It looks like I can put a little bit more power in. But we are slowing down. It's now creeping back up to 90 degrees for the oil temperature. So here's it again. There it is. We are flattening out though. I'm actually going to hold it in this, because I think since we are flattening out, we should start speeding up, and the needle should creep down. Shouldn't need as much of an effort to get this going. Please drop. Please drop. Oh, we've just gone up a gear. Wait, how does this work then? I'm fairly certain I heard that go up a gear. I've watched that tachometer. 60, but I'm not 100% keen on the speed. Not until I understand how this all works. Until I understand how this locomotive works, I'm not keeping the speed. I suppose a dynamic brake would have been helpful if I was going downhill. But that is not something I'm doing. This all seems fine. I'm doing 45 in a 60. Which, if I were driving a car and somebody in front of me was doing 45 in a 60, and the weather conditions certainly permitted it, and the road certainly permitted it, so it's a wide enough road, I would not be best pleased. But if it was raining, or a very narrow road, then yes, sure, you can slow it down, but not if the road is certainly capable of doing it. And I have noticed a lot more people drive far slower now than they used to. The sound of this engine is also a bit weird. I'm trying to get used to understanding the sounds of this engine. Because if I cannot get used to that, I'm going to struggle. I'm definitely going to struggle. I do not think this is geared. Let's go back to this. There we go. Torque converter. There we go. It is an automatic. It does have gears. 3 gears, right? Or is that just 3 torque converters? I think it's a three gears. 80 with a speed restriction, a lower speed restriction coming in. Check the map, see where we are. 60. We are now moving though, so that is good, but I said half an hour, I've done half our time. Actually, we are about halfway there, so maybe we'll just manage this. And we did do the first part all stuck at about 20 kilometers an hour. Watch for the next speed, it's 50. So I'll just drop off the power already. Right, so at this point, is this the right junction? No, this is a junction before. Okay, so at this junction, we are set to go to the right. Yes, it's this junction I'm slightly concerned about. I have set it for the right, but I'm just not entirely certain that is the right junction. That is my concern. It's quiet when it isn't on power. It has this nice 8-cylinder hum. This very, very nice 8-cylinder hum. Not quite a V8, of course. Right, which way are we going? We're going through the 70, so we are fine. Well, a 70 that then very quickly became a 60. Alright. Good thing I was slowed down, especially if I had to go to the left. That would have been a 30 and I had no idea that was coming. And then a 50 with a bit of an uphill, so that has worked. We have... Well, actually, are we in the right spot? No, we still have a little ways to go. Let's put some power back on. Well, we are making headway, which is good. Just perhaps not as quickly as I would like us to be making the headway. I missed that speed limit. I was reading something on my phone. This is why you shouldn't be texting and driving or doing anything apart from focusing on the road, or in this case the rail, because yes, you can miss things, and I did just see that there was a speed limit change. There's a 50.7 up, should be able to handle that. I'm looking out for... That's a 30. Oh wait, I'm doing 30 because my locomotive is useless. I think it did just change gear. Come on. Come on, loco. This locomotive's actually not that great. It really is not. There you go, you're managing a bit now. Getting up to 30. That's it. Come on. Going around this corner anyway. Right. Here comes the junction. So this is the junction I need to ensure is set properly. Perhaps at this point the comms radio should be something I choose. Just in case. Where is it? Junction. Junction. There it is. Is it facing the right direction? Yes, it is. I want to go up that way through the tunnel, which is 60 and a downhill. Alright, that's fine by me. Because I can then start cruising. I guess it's up to about 40 and then I'll cruise. Maybe check the dynamic brake. Who knows? I have no idea what the next speed limits are though, so I cannot really be all too certain about this. 70. Okay. Maybe I should start pushing on the throttle. Push the throttle. I'll just put my teeth in before I say that. Let's try that again. Push the throttle. There we go. Okay, really push the throttle on this downhill section because we're going into an uphill. Oh, we've already hit the uphill. Lost. That didn't last very long, did it? This is rubbish. As long as... Oh wait, there's another downhill coming up. No, that's an uphill. But it is an uphill I can I can work with. Because it isn't that bad. So I should be able to add a bit more power. There's the goods, there's the goods factory, goods yard, or goods factory. So going over the top of the goods factory. Finally. I'm not making the half an hour that I said I was going to. It just isn't happening. What I am going to be making though is perhaps a pretty good screenshot as I go over the top of this place. Can I get away with not getting that doo-doo noise? It sounds like a Windows error. Doo-doo. Okay, let's look for a thumbnail at this point. And now I am speeding up, perhaps more than I should be. Let's see. If I do that, I'll be able to... Ooh, where could I take a... Okay, I know where I can take a really good thumbnail, but I'm going to drop the throttle here. Just in case. This looks good enough though, but just in case. There we go. Right here will be perfect. That could be the thumbnail for the video. Right there, and then maybe if I do a bit more zooming out like that, you get to see a lot more of the goods factory. That's not what I meant to do. No, that's going up. I want to go down. I want to go down. How do I go down? Control, isn't it? Yeah, there we go. Possibly. There we go. Help if I press the right key. And then back in. Oh no, that's not what I meant to do. That's the one I wanted to do. Right. Final stages of the journey coming up, I suppose. 70. Let's just go. Come on. We've got the power. We've got some time. It isn't going to, it's not going to make the 30 minutes, but it will not be that far off. So I'm not completely disappointed because it shall not be that far off. Although I'm just now seeing the ability to really take some great screenshots. If it was foggy, it'd be even nicer, but it isn't. Still, I mean, that is still a pretty nice screenshot. Excellent. That's another possibility. Rightio. Back in we go. We can just get to watch that ourselves. Wait, keep your eye on the road. Yeah, this train just, I do not understand. That's maximum throttle right now. Yeah, doo-doo. So, either you've plugged something into a USB, or you've got an error. Doo-doo. So okay, it's gears. It has to be gearing. How do I adjust the gearing in this? That's the issue I'm having here. Surely. There is no way this should be struggling with that. I didn't know those flash up and down. Oh no, they do not. I was going to say I did not know those things alternate. Where are we? We're here. Another 5 minutes, 10 minutes? I think maybe 10 minutes, so it'll be 37 at the end. Still better than the 88. But I did want 30. guess I can't have it all. Right. That also sounded really posh. It's just how I speak. But then how else would I say it? Can't have it all. Can't have it all. There we go. What, you want me to speak like that? Maybe. Try and put a bit of a Yorkshire spin on it. Possibly, or a West Country spin, a Welsh spin, Scottish spin. Essex spin. And even if you're not from the UK, I'm fairly certain you've heard an Essex or East London accent. In a strong form, that is. Any day now, this locomotive will decide it wants to operate. Honestly, I thought this could do a lot more. To be fair, yes. To be fair to it, this one would not have managed this at all. Up any of those hills. That would have just not happened. At least this locomotive managed to get it up the hill. So it did do that. I see why the load rating isn't great. The steam engine would have been maybe I should have just taken the steam engine. Very difficult to use, of course. Terrible for shunting. But I could have perhaps fit another steam engine on the back, the shunter, so the tank engine, and just said, here we go, just deal with it like this. Just do this. The DE6 is going to be obviously the best one. A V12, it's just going to do everything. Apart from shunting, it's really bad at shunting. Somebody also told me I should buy a caboose and put it on the back. I actually do not know how to do that. I have no idea where to buy it from. So I'll have to look. This is heavy hauling, heavy shunting. Could I add a slug to this? No, probably a bad idea. No idea what this... Oh, this is the little wagon that you have to pedal. Well, not really pedal, but hand... What do you do with it? Mechanically actuated clasp with a direct... So basically saying pull a lever. That's what that is. Hand crank, there you go. Human powered 2x hand crank. Makes all the squeaky noises. Yes, yes. There's the caboose. How do I use it? Or how do I get it? It has some living quarters too. See, what I could do with this is I could put... If I could get this... Am I going the right way? Hold on a minute. Please. Yes, I am going the right way. What I could do is if I could figure out how to get this, I should be able to, in theory, buy some tools and put the tools in the back of it, and everywhere I go I just have this car with me. And I know I'm supposed to put it at the back of the train, but anybody who's made it this far, could you tell me what would happen if I put it right behind my locomotive? What would that do? Would that be a bad thing, or would it be absolutely fine? Because I think it would just save me time to do that. Okay, we are moving their own now. I take that all back. Wait for that. There it is. This has been one very, very slow run. But we are almost there. We are certainly almost there. At least I know on the way back, a lot of this is downhill. Wait for the dee-dee again. I don't think I have the pitch right for that. It's not quite that, is it? Dee-dee. There it is. That's what it is. Dee-dee. Annoying. But it is useful. At least I do not have to constantly look at the oil temperature. Just looking at the normal maps on this, I think there are no normal maps. It'd be nice if there were normal maps on that. Just give it that little bit extra. Oh no, maybe there is. No, there isn't. Just a little bit of normal mapping on this texture would be great, and some seams. Unless this is wallpaper, in which case, who puts polka dot wallpaper like this in a locomotive? I think we do need to put the seam in there. Yeah, put the seam in there and put the seam in there, and that is it. I think everything else is properly sealed. Just need a couple of seams. Come on. It's not quite the little engine that could, more like the large engine that struggled. We're going the right way there, yes we are. Dee-dee. Doo-doo. So I'm now doing my own sound effects. Hits the amber, dee-dee. Leaves the amber, dee-dee. Can you tell I'm getting a little bit bored of this train? It's just very, very slow. I think I'm going to stick with things that are under 300 tons now. That's probably the best option. Dee-dee. Dee-dee. It needs that second sound. It needs the dee-dee sound. Just to let you know. Well done. The oil temperature is now back into a safe level. Keep it up. Keep up the hard work. There is my destination. Finally. Oh, there is another locomotive there that I can use. It's probably the standard one, the first one. So how long has that taken me? So far 36 minutes. We are at our destination. Dee-dee. Down we go again. Come on. Oh yeah, dee-dee. I am literally expecting it to give me the sound effect. Right, but we are here. We are certainly here. Welcome to the Iron Mine East. Iron Ore Mine East, sorry. My apologies, I really should describe this properly. Oh, and now it decides to pick up. So, yep, I can do this now. Dearie me. Dear oh dear. Round we go. To the right. Downhill. Oh, this is going to be an uphill slog out of here. Hello. What is that? That's a D6. If only I could afford that. I could have afforded that. Why did I not take that? Should we try the dynamic brake whilst I'm at it? Because I probably need to learn how to use this. So how does this work? Not in a way apparently I know, so I'm going to go for the train brake now. That's the independent. Train brake. That's it. Please be right. Please be right. Good. Okay, we are here. We have reached our destination. C4I is where it needs to be. We are in C4. We are at C4I. I don't know where the back of the train needs to be, but I'm just going to ease it up right up to the end. I think that should be alright. Come on, slow it right down. There we go. We are stopped. Good. Do that. Are we parked decently? Just check. Oh yes, we are parked decently. And, oh, station office is right here. Excellent. Let's go ahead and order. In we go. We're done. 37 minutes. I did say 37 at the end, so 38,000 plus 19,000, which is not bad at all. No environmental damage. Yes, I know. I'm just looking for the bin. Wait, I'm just looking for the bin. Oh, it's right here. Whoops. Okay, what do I have? 147,000. That's not too bad. Now, what fees do I have to pay? 11 grand. Okay. So, what I could do to end this video is, I know that it said that there's like a manual servicing thing somewhere here. Here it is. So, if I just drive this out into the manual service, let's find out how much this costs me. Because this has not been great, let's be honest. For what I've earned... Is dynamic brake on or off? I have no idea. Dynamic brake is off? On? What? I don't know. That's the independent. That's the train brake. Dynamic brake no longer switches on. Maybe I have to be coupled to something for the dynamic brake to switch on or off. So it was 11,000. Let's see if I can save this by, well, parking this up here and just getting whatever, paying for whatever needs to be paid for here. Maybe. I have no idea. Oh, there's a... Now I have to really think that this... I can just about see the buffer. I can see the front buffer. So at least I know that I can just about see that. If I just stop here... Surely this should be alright. How do I switch the engine off? Take my lantern with me. Come here. There we go. Whoops. That's probably caused a little bit of damage. No. No. That's it. That's probably caused a little bit of damage too. Okay. How do I do this? Mechanical powertrain. Yes. Wheels. Body. Oil. Oh, oil. Go on, add. Where's fuel? Do you not have fuel? Oh. 2,000. Okay, that's better than... Okay. Hang on. Now I run back to the station office. You tell me what my fees are. 8,000. How do I refuel this thing? Or is there no filling station here? Is that what the problem is? There's no... What does that say? Wait a minute. Is this a petrol station? Water. I don't want to fill water. That's... No, I don't want to fill water. I want petrol, or diesel in this case. How do I do that? Is that not possible? There's coal and water here. If there's coal, there's water. What's this? No clue. That's probably the water stopcock. Yep, that's probably what that's... Oh no, that's that. Hang on. I'm going to just check a random station. The best station I can think of is this one. There's petrol. Or diesel. Right. Okay. So... You have to be in the right place for it. Got it. There. This place does not have it. Great. So, no. So, no petrol. There is a shed. Don't know what the shed's for. So, I'm still going to end up paying quite a lot of money for this. That's a shame. But I get... Well, I tried that. I tried to do that, didn't I? I went over here and I went manual service. Ready for manual service. Incompatible, full. Yeah. I did that. That's the best I've got. There's a petrol on the other side. Or diesel. No, I did that. That's the best. This is the best you're giving me. This is all I've got. So, it looks like I'm stuck with this. Alrighty. That's annoying. Let's go to licenses and just see how much things are before we end today's video. So, what am I looking for? That large train. 200,000. Yeah, I could not afford it. I could at some point. Let's have a look at what is available out of here. Not taking it. Because, well, I know for a fact that can't be taken. I could do that. That's going back to the Harbour Town. Not much, really. It'll be downhill a lot of the way. I'm not even sure it's worth me taking... 200. Hold on, it's 258 tonnes, I've just realised. 12,000 going back to the steel mill. How would I do that? What would be the best way to the steel mill? The best way to the steel mill is round that loop. That isn't worth it. That isn't worth it at all. Oh, I've just done that. I'm not particularly keen on shunting that. Machine factory and town. Not worth much. 430 tons. I struggled with 360. I think I'm not going to be able to do that. What I've done here is I think I've got myself into a little bit of a pickle. So with that pickle currently pickling, with that predicament currently pickling. There we go. We can use that term. With that predicament currently pickling, I think I shall end this video. thank you. What's this? Thank you very much for watching. Please remember to click on the like button if you like this video. Subscribe to the channel for more videos on Derail Valley. Leave a comment in the comments box below, letting me know what you think. Any suggestions you might have. If you can do so, please do consider supporting me on Patreon. Link in the description box below, as are links to my social media and Discord server. That is all from me. Let's have a look down into the iron ore mine. I've just phased through a rock. There we go. Down into the iron ore mine. That is all from me, and I shall see you next time in Derail Valley Simulator, where I may not even be here. I think I'm going to run away to somewhere else. Maybe get back to my trusty little locomotive that hasn't failed me thus far. At least not badly.